Hello everyone, my name is TurtleBoi, and I am currently fighting over the rights to coolmathgames.com so I can change it to just coolgames.com because none of those games are math related. I knew going into this channel that I was going to get asked about my Escape the Night character opinions, and I figured that I might as well just make a tier list and get that out of the way. I've already made a tier list of the Escape the Night characters, but I figured that I would make a video explaining my rankings, so that is what we're going to be doing today. I considered scripting this video, but then felt like maybe if I did it off the cuff, it would seem more natural. I'd have more things to say. I don't want to feel like I had to write something nice and something bad about each of the characters, so I figured I'll just do it non-scripted, and whatever BS I say will be the BS you hear. I can hear someone's phone ringing through the vents. Am I in FNAF? Anyway, to start off, just a quick disclaimer. These rankings and my opinions are going to be just for the characters in the show. I wish no ill intent upon any of the real people that played in this show. This is just gonna be for their Escape the Night character equivalents. Also, I am only gonna be using photos from season 1, 2, and 3. I'm not gonna be using any of the photos from season 4 except for Bretman, but just know that any of the characters who also appear in season 4, that has been taken into consideration. I just didn't want to have double pictures because my opinions between the seasons don't really change too much. With all of that out of the way, let's get started. I am going to be going in death order by season, meaning that of course we have to start with Shane. It is very hard to not consider Shane in real life when making a tier list. Even so, I am going to put him in F because he was like barely there. He walked around with Ava a little and then died. I don't even think I can accurately I don't even feel right ranking. He feels like a background character. The amount that we see him do, he's gotta be F. He didn't do anything. Nothing happened. My guy said 6 words and then died. Thank you, Shane. Oh, one other thing I forgot to add. I'm so bad at this. The closer each character is to the letter on the tier list, that means the more that I like them. So someone can be in C tier, but be high C tier, and that means I like them more than people who are on the lower end of C tier. And that's just for any of the tiers. And I will rearrange at the end to make sure everyone is in their proper place. Okay, next we have Andrea B, not to be confused with Andrea R, my beloved. I am gonna put her in a solid C. Most of the people who die first don't have a ton of time to do anything. That is definitely true for Andrea B. I forget that she's there a lot of the time. She found something in a clock, and then Justine forgot to take off her gloves, and then she died. So that is about all there is to say on Andrea B. Speaking of Justine forgetting to take off her gloves, next we have Justine. I know that Justine has some hardcore stans. I think that she is perfectly fine. I'm not huge on her either way. I would put her in a solid B tier. She is perfectly fine in both seasons that she appears in. I did think she got robbed twice. She died very early in both seasons, which is a shame. So she didn't really have time to shine, you know? It's just too bad, but I did like her for the bit that we saw her. And that is all. Next we have the one and only Glozell, who I am gonna put in A, and that is because she's funny. I know that she caused drama, but to me, if you cause drama but you're also funny, then they equal each other out. Glo, every time she talked, I smiled. I just loved seeing her and having her on the screen. Her death is legitimately the funniest death in the entire show. The way she plays it up is just so funny. And also we love the Joey Destroyers. So, can't hate her for that. She's great. Who dies after Glo? I feel like I always forget the death order of season 1. I think Sierra is next? Yes, okay. Sierra, I am gonna put in, she'll go in C+. Sierra is easily one of the most useless Escape the Night cast members that there is, but I'm not necessarily ranking this based off of usefulness. I'm just ranking this based off of how I feel about the character. And Sierra is just mid. She's not bad. I don't hate her, but she's not great or good. She's just there. She's literally there. Yeah, so Sierra died because Matt couldn't read, but she could have been so much more helpful and present. Alright, Matt, one of the most controversial characters of the show. And by that I mean if you like him, it is very controversial. So I'm gonna be controversial and put him in B. Because I do not hate Matt like everyone else does. I do think at times he's a bit much. Yes. He definitely was wrong in killing Sierra, but he did not mean to do that. And I feel like a lot of people don't kind of acknowledge that. He did not mean to get her killed, and he has stated in interviews, like, if he could have saved her, he would have. If only he could read. If only he was literate. No, but I think Matt is fine. I actually really like his arc, if you can even call it that, in the following episode, when he's kind of, like, giving up on hope for himself. Like, I don't know. I feel like that just humanizes him a bit. And I think he's fine. He was, for a while, my favorite character of season 1. He's not anymore. And that's because of the next character we're going to be talking about, which is Tim. And I love Tim a lot. I'm going to put him in S tier because he is my favorite character of season 1. He is so silly. He's so goofy. He's such a simp. Every time he talks, I know it's going to be hysterical. He is the main reason I even watched the season after my first watch through. Yeah, his interactions with the rest of the cast are so goofy. I love how he describes the monsters. His death is so well shot and made. It's crazy. I loved him a lot. Him in season 4 is not as good as him in season 1, but that's also just because he didn't have a lot of time to shine the way he did in season 1, which is sad because I love him and I would have loved to see more of him in season 4, but we didn't. So I mainly think about his inclusion in season 1 when I consider his ranking. And I loved him in season 1. Season 1 Tim is awesome. And he deserves all the love. Alright, Lele Pons is next. And I'm gonna stick her in C. Because I found Lele so annoying. She causes drama that really doesn't need to be there. She's always overly aggressive or doesn't know what to say. It's never like anything else. She's just makes me feel icky. Not like she's gross, but just like she just makes me feel uncomfortable. Like awkward, I guess, would be a good way to describe it. Which is also a great way to sum up her content. Ayo. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say on Lele, I'm just not a fan of her, really. I just really don't like her. Okay, now we have our 3 survivors, Ava, Ollie, and Joey. So, to get this out of the way, I am just going to put Joey in F tier, because I am a Joey hater all of the way. He is constantly putting his friends in danger, trying to save his own ass, only thinks about himself. I hate Joey. Joey slander all the way. I could really make an entire video about why I hate Joey. He's easily my least favorite character in the entire show, which is funny because he is the protagonist, so we never get rid of him. But, yeah, I hate him a lot. So, to avoid going through that with every season, I am gonna put him in F. In season 1, he is fine. Like, he's perfectly fine. I say season 1 is probably the only season where he's tolerable, but as the seasons go on, his plot armor just makes it so difficult to, like, be on his side. I really don't like him. Ava and Ollie. Ava, I am gonna put in A tier. Ollie, I am gonna put in A+. I really like both of the season 1 survivors. I think they both definitely deserve to get out. They were both extremely helpful, extremely useful. I just love their interactions with, 1, each other, and 2, the rest of the cast. I think that they are fantastic additions. Love them both. Ollie is so silly. Ava is so smart, but also has her goofy moments. They're just great. Fantastic characters, deserve to escape. I'm glad they did. Moving on to season 2, my beloved. My favorite season of all time. My precious season. My beloved season 2. Once again, going in death order, first we have Lauren. And I am a hardcore Lauren stan. I'm gonna put her in A. Lauren did not have a lot of time to do anything. Yes, I know. But for the bits that she was on screen, oh my god, I loved her. She was so incredibly sweet and kind and just wanted the best for the group. And the fact that she got, like, slandered for not wanting to go into that first challenge, I think is such a bullshit. Because I would have done the exact same thing, girl. I would have done the same exact thing. I've been like, I don't... You're putting your faith in me remembering something? I don't think this is a good idea. No, she was handled very dirty by the group, and I wish nothing but the best for Lauren. I love her a lot. She's really great. I just love seeing her for the little bit that we have her. She's just the sweetest. Okay, next we got Jesse, who I'm gonna put in C+ tier, but at the front. Because he's better than Sierra. When I first watched season 2, he was my least favorite character. I have since evolved as a person and learned from my mistakes. He is no longer my least favorite character. I actually think he's quite swag. He's also just like a huge inside joke with my friends, so I'm kind of biased to put him in like not the bottom tier. So even though he wasn't around for long, again, just like Lauren, I love seeing him on screen when we do have him around. He's just a goofy guy with a gun. With a gun. I love how he's the outlaw, but doesn't really fit it, because the second he's handed responsibility, he's like, never mind, I don't want this. He's just great. Good character. Good character. Daystorm power. Here's the thing with Daystorm. He'll stay in C. I always don't know where to put Daystorm. Sometimes I want to put him above C because of his inclusion in season 4 and his like redemption-ish arc with Alex. And sometimes I want to stick him in F because of how he treated everyone in season 2. But I think to even them out, C tier is fine. Sometimes he pisses me off, but in season 4, he was definitely better in season 4 than he was in season 2. So because of that, he's gonna go in C tier. I don't hate him by any means, but I also am not a huge fan by any means. So that is where Daystorm will go. Liza damn Koshy. I can remember first seeing Liza on the screen. I'm like, oh god, Liza Koshy's here. But then she turned out to not be too bad. B tier feels good. I don't think I am a hardcore Liza stan like a lot of other people are. I know that people fucking love Liza a lot, and she was very helpful. I just personally like other characters more in comparison, so because of that, B tier is fine. Same kind of thing with Justine. I don't have a huge opinion on her either way. She was there, and that is all, really, for me. We got Tana next. Now, I recently rewatched season 2, and I recently rewatched season 4. And since then, my love for Tana has only increased. So I am going to put her in B tier, but I am going to put her in high B tier, like top of B tier. I think that people calling Tana useless in season 2 is an opinion for sure. I wouldn't say she was completely and utterly useless. She definitely could have done more. But in season 4, she really shines. In season 4, I love her attitude, her like spunky personality in both seasons. But season 4, she's really able to shine, solve puzzles, be a good member of the group. So B tier is good for both seasons for my girl Tana. Gabby is F. I don't like Gabby at all. She is so irritating. And this became very clear on rewatch. I just hated her guts on rewatch. She was so annoying. She was constantly like self-praising herself, acting like she was this big grand spectacle that everyone loved seeing. I just was not a fan of it at all. Was anyone a fan of it? Did anyone like that? I'm so curious. Was anyone a fan of Gabby in that season? Obviously, I'm gonna try and not include the real life circumstances surrounding season 4 in the tier list as much as I kind of want to, although I can't even put her lower because she's already in F tier. But even in season 4, she was just as annoying and not even that useful. So Gabby, I don't like you. F tier. And now we are left with the best 3 characters of season 2. So let's talk about them. I love them all. First, we have my boy, Alex, who is easily S+. He is my favorite Escape the Night character of all time. He is so sweet, so kind, so caring, so giving, so noble, attempts to sacrifice himself for others multiple times if it means that his friends will be safe, puts himself into the first challenge for Lauren, his reaction to Lauren not returning, just oof. The feels. Alex is an incredible character. He is constantly winning. He is everything. In both season 2 and season 4. I definitely prefer him in season 2. That is 100%. But in season 4, he's also just so great. The punch of season 4. Hello? His death in both seasons is so sad that he just accepts his fate, doesn't say a word, just that's it. He knows he's lost. It's so sad. He should have lived. 1,000%. I could go on and on and on and on and on about Alex and all the ways that he has helped his friends, all the ways that he's sacrificed so much for the people he cared about and then still died, which is some bullshit. But we'll be here forever if I talk about Alex. If I start talking about Alex, we will never finish this video. So we're gonna move on to my 2 favorite survivors. Season 2 has my favorite survivors, and that is a hot take, I think. I think it's a hot take. I don't know. Andrea and Tyler. Let's talk about Andrea first because I have more to say about Tyler for sure. I am gonna put Andrea in A+. She is a absolute queen this season. She does so much. Proved herself right away drinking that blood, going into that ballroom with the Vampire King. She's fantastic. She's great. Every time she opens her mouth, you know she's gonna say something and you're gonna be like, yes, Andrea, yes. Say it louder for the people in the back. I love her. She is constant oof. Yes. Andrea is great. But she is always there, and she is always slaying. Even if it's just a minute slay. She's just always out there. And I love her for it. She's great. And then we got my boy, my baby girl, Tyler. And he's gonna go in S, because I adore Tyler a lot. I consider every day of putting him as my second favorite character. But there are two characters that I like more, which hurts me a little, because I adore Tyler. He is so silly. He's so funny. He's so helpful. I see comments all the time that say he doesn't deserve to live, in which case I just disagree. I just think he is easily the leader of that group. He's just so fantastic. I have such an emotional attachment to Tyler. That seemingly came out of nowhere. I was just, like, the first time I watched the show, I was like, he's cool, he's fine. After rewatch, he's everything. Everything. In my heart, Tyler is everything. I love him a lot. I'm so happy that he lived, because if he died, I don't think I would be able to handle it. So yes, love Tyler, love Andrea. They're fantastic. Great survivors. Season 2, my beloved. Moving on, we have Season 3. And Season 3 has a fantastic cast. I don't think anyone from this season is F tier. Death order, first we have JC. And I'm gonna put JC in C+. For the same reason as most of the first victims, minus Lauren. I'm biased. I like Lauren. JC, he was there. He was actually extremely helpful in the first 2 episodes, but then Matt got him killed. This is a huge L for every community. But I feel like people don't really acknowledge that, you know, he was really helpful in that first episode. He could have been way higher up on this list if we just saw more of him. That's just the only thing holding him back. It's just we didn't see enough of him, really. And I'm realizing now I look like such a hypocrite because, once again, Lauren is an A tier. Look, I don't have to explain myself. This is my tier list, okay? I love Lauren a lot, and that's where she goes. Next, we got Roy, good old guava juice. I love fidget spinners from my head to my toes. I am going to put him in A+, because he is a silly, goofy guy. I love seeing him on screen. He's always so positive, always so out there. Tackles the snake woman, gets bit, but then still wants to help. Even when he's down, he's always willing to do something for the group. He sacrifices himself for Matt, goes into the challenge so that Matt can live, because Matt saved him with the antidote. Great guy. We don't talk about Roy enough. He is just fantastic. Love him a lot. Next, we have Tila, and I am gonna put Tila in C. I forget about Tila a lot. I do not remember she's there, and that's because she doesn't do anything. And that might seem mean, but I have watched Season 3 almost 9 times, and I still can't remember a single thing that Tila did in that season. Okay, who we got next? Next, we have Colleen, and I know that this is gonna get me some this is gonna put me under heat, but I'm gonna put her in C+, and let me explain to you why. Please let me explain. I personally found Colleen very irritating. She was so right for coming after Joey. 1000%. He's always in the wrong. When in doubt, Joey Graceffa is in the wrong. And you can quote me on that. I've always said that. But I don't know. It was just a little too much. I found her a little too whiny. And then in Season 4, she was like even more judgmental. And I feel like we couldn't go a single episode without her bringing up her original death. She's not bad by any means, but I just couldn't get into her character. She had some good lines. Her death is iconic because of how terrible it is. And by terrible, I just mean hard to watch and gruesome. But I wasn't a personal fan of her character. Oh my goodness. My wife, Safia Nygaard. She's S+. She can't be anywhere else. She is so incredibly helpful to the group, always solving stuff. That ketchup drink in episode 2 is powerful. That is a powerful moment. A win for all women. So women succeed when soft drinks ketchup. I really just love her. She's awesome. She's so cool, so great, perfect, dare I say. I just love her. I love her a lot. And am I biased because I'm a huge simp? Yeah, but I don't have a rebuttal. I am biased because I'm a huge simp. But she's also just such a great character. So useful all the way around. Always helping. Love her a lot. And next we got Ro, who is another S+. These two are my favorite characters of season 3. I genuinely cannot pick which one of them I like more. I love Ro's sweet, kind, and like wholesome attitude. And I love Soft's like serious, smart nature. I love the two of them interacting together. The two of them in the jail cell in episode 5 is one of my favorite parts of the entire show. I love the two of them together. I love them on their own. I love their unique personalities and how well they blend with each other. Ro is just the sweetest. I feel like if you don't like Ro, I just don't trust you. Or like I need to hear your reasoning, because what reason is there? She's so sweet. She's done no wrong. I've seen people say she's not helpful, and while yes, I can kind of understand where they're coming from, it's Ro. How could you dislike Ro? It's Ro. Like, I don't understand. Her in season 4 is also great. I have seen people say that she's really not useful in season 4, and I just rewatched season 4, and you're 100% correct. But once again, it's Ro. I feel like her being Ro makes up for it. She can do no wrong. She will do no wrong. She can't. Anyway, I love my ladies of season 3. They are everything, and I show them nothing but respect. Next we have my boy Manny, who I'm gonna put an A+. The front of A+. He is damn near S. Oh god. Manny is fantastic. I love his spunky attitude. I love his sass. I love his interactions with other characters. I love his crush on Matt, which is real. Your recording will end in 28 seconds? What? Oh shit. Okay, anyway, as I was saying before my recording blatantly interrupted me, Manny, he is great. In the Strongman episode, he's fantastic. I love how he is happy that he won, but he's still sad about Matt's death. He's great. He's got so many good, like, one-liners. I love him. I love him a lot. He's Manny. I can't hate him. He's Manny. I love Manny a lot. He's fantastic. Okay, now we got our survivors. Obviously, Matt is S. Matt is a character loved by all. I have yet to see someone who dislikes him. He's just phenomenal. Great character, great guy. So incredibly smart and helpful, loves his friends, wants nothing but fair treatment for the group, just doesn't want any drama. Fantastic, great character. We all love Matt. I don't need to tell you why Matt is great. We all know why he's great. Then we have Nikita, who I will put in A. There are times when I did not like Nikita. There are times when I loved Nikita. There were times when I was neutral. She is a very love-hate kind of character. She can be so annoying. She can so get on your nerves, but she can be so funny at the same time. Her killing Manny, dirty. Her talking about Soph, dirty. For Manny too, yes. Except Manny gets a pass because he's Manny and I love him. But she just had so many moments where I was laughing so hard, and I just feel like it wouldn't be season 3 without Nikita there, you know? Nikita and Matt, they make it iconic. I feel like she has to be A tier. She's definitely moved down since I made my first tier list. I think in my first tier list she was in like S. But I think A is fine. A is a perfectly neutral zone. And last but not least, but almost least, we have Bretman. I actually forgot to put Bretman in my original tier list because I forget about season 4 a lot. I try my best to erase it from my mind. I am gonna put Bretman in C+, but like near the top of C+, because he is funny. He has a lot of good lines that are like rememberable. What is rememberable? Anyway, he has good lines, but I don't know. I'm very hesitant about him. I'm kind of afraid of him. He's kind of scary, but he's also kind of funny. Guys, I don't know. I think C+ is good. We'll keep him in C+. Hey, it's me here, 2 weeks later after the last bit of recording you just heard. So shocker, in between filming the audio for this video and editing it, I changed my opinion again. There is a reason I have done this exact tier list 4 times. So I moved some things around. So now this is my accurate, up-to-date, for the time of the video being posted tier list. If you squint really close, you might be able to see that I added a tier. I decided that I was being a coward, not putting Tyler at the highest tier, and so I did. So now Alex and Tyler are in the top tier, which is S++. S+ still has Ro and Soph. I moved Manny up to S tier because he deserves it. Lauren is now in A+. Tana is now in A. Jesse is now in B. And I think everything else is the same. Sorry for the confusion. This is the updated tier list. I change my Escape the Night opinions way too frequently. Every time I rewatch it, I'm like, I think I like you a little bit more, or I think I hate you. So, yeah, this is where we're at right now in terms of the tier list. Again, for now, this could very well change at any moment. Feel free to leave your opinions in the comments. I'd love to read about them. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, just keep it civil. You know, we're just doing this to have fun. With all that being said, my name is TurtleBoi, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.